health plans like Anthem Blue Cross or Blue Shield of California or Aetna or any of the other health plans often deny care on the ground that it's not medically necessary. So what does that mean? Essentially, they're saying that regardless of whether it's covered under your contract or not, and usually it is when they do a medical necessity denial, they're saying that for your situation, the particular treatment that your doctor wants is not medically necessary. Now, I know that sounds kind of insane because generally doctors don't prescribe treatments for their patients unless they believe that they are going to help their patients and that they're medically necessary. But this is sort of a catch-all where the insurance companies can delay and deny treatment substantially by dragging their feet and issuing denials that require additional information, and basically it's part of the process to delay and deny authorizations, allowing the insurance company to drag it on and keep the money on their books before they pay for any of the treatment. Now, there's several strategies you should use to fight a medical necessity denial. First is you want to make sure that you have your doctor write a very good letter explaining why the treatment is medically necessary. And ideally, if you take the definition of medical necessity or medically necessary in your insurance contract and give that to the doctor so he can write the letter of medical necessity using that exact definition. And the doctor should explain why the treatment is medically necessary for you, include the relevant medical literature that shows that it's effective. It could be articles from medical journals, could be guidelines, and also that if you don't get the treatment, what could happen? Because really the key here is making a paper trail of evidence that ultimately, if this treatment were not to be approved and you were to be damaged from it, have some adverse consequences, that there's a paper trail showing that the insurance company was on notice of it and they did it anyway. So that's why I would always advise that in a letter of medical necessity from a physician to include what the physician expects might happen if you don't get the treatment, because often it can be very, very serious, especially with cancer patients and patients that need spinal surgery and things like that. So again, an explanation of why it's medically necessary, include the definition in your insurance contract, that is often called an evidence of coverage, and include medical literature, medical guidelines that show the medical necessity, and finally, what might happen if they don't approve the treatment.